titties, shake your titties. If they big, if they short, if they small, if they fat, if they flat, if they long, if they short, just shake your titties. Hello and welcome to Titzindecktarot. I am your girl, the Taronista, here to do a daily collective reading. Because it's City Tuesday, I got something special. I'm going to do a luck reading and a collective reading with the tarot. So let's start out with the luck. If it resonates, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So let's go with the first little message. One. Okay. So your first message is go forth and trust the journey you're on. The next message is don't regret the past, learn from it. Okay, so in order to go forth and trust the journey, you have to learn from your past. Past mistakes, past things that make you feel good, past regrets. So the other night I was thinking to myself about like things that I've done in my life, and Spirit asked me, or maybe it was one of my ancestors, if you could go back, would you do anything over? And I said, yeah. So then Spirit reminded me, like, so that means that you're living in regret. If you live in regret, then you stay in the past. You have to forgive yourself and be able to move forward so you could be able to just walk through your journey. I'm not saying that life is a cakewalk at all, but I am saying that as you're walking through on your journey, you think of the certain things that you've done in the past, and instead of repeating like, oh, I did this and I would never do that again. Believe in yourself when you say that. I would never do that again. Don't do that again, and try something else. Try something else. Trust the journey that you're on. Sometimes you're going to be around people you love. Sometimes you're going to be around people that you like. Sometimes you're going to be around people that you can't stand. And like I'm currently going through that now. So like you got to just say, hey, listen, I'm going to be in this kind of environment. So I got to figure out what's going to make me happy in the process. Fuck everybody else. As long as I feel good while it's happening, then that's all that matters. Damn. That was a lot that just came out. The first card is the dream catcher. So, dream catchers, and it's green. Green is about growth. Green is about luck. Green is about love. Green is about money. Green is about abundance. And you also have pink. Pink is about friendship. Pink is also about money. So you might have a lot of money coming your way. You might have a lot of abundance, a lot of growth, a lot of vitality, a lot of mortality coming your way. Different ways. So green and growth. Some of you may be changing your eating habits, or I know I'm definitely about to, but some of you may be changing your eating habits. Some of you may be growing wrong and strong and forth in the correct ways. You may not think that you're doing it right, so maybe that's why I said it that way. But just because it may feel funny or it may feel weird to you doesn't mean it's not right. So sometimes you have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation in order to make yourself comfortable. The next card is red. So being that this one is in the reverse, red is also a color for passion. It's also a color for love. It's also a color for lust. It's also a color for communication. It's also a color for making shit happen really quickly. Like red and cinnamon and honey, that's for somebody. There's also a little bit of orange in here. And again, there's also pink. Pink keeps coming up. So it's a lot about friendship. It's a lot about money. Good fortune. Some of you may have to hide your fortune from people. Just because you have it doesn't mean that you need to spend it. Doesn't mean that you need to blow through it. Doesn't even mean that you need to let people know that you got it. You understand what I'm saying? So like when you have a fortune coming to you, or you have money in your pocket, that's your business and your business only. Let's say you get your license. Let's say you get a gun license, whatever. Let's say you just getting something new and you really want to share this news with somebody. Write it in a journal or tell your kids. Tell your kids. Heart. Again, you have to protect your heart. You have to guard your heart. The heart wants what it wants. The heart chakra has to be open in order for you to receive anything. You have to operate out of a place of love. What I learned about the heart is if the heart is not pumping, then the body is not living. There's a lot of different components to the heart. The heart is a very strong muscle that a lot of us sleep on. We only get one heart. If the heart was to come out the body, there's no more you. Heart is strong. I'm also seeing heartworms. So you may be allowing parasites into your heart right now, meaning like people that are taking from you, people that don't deserve to be there, people that don't deserve to rent space into your head. So that goes back to the red card with the fortune. So in order to stop that, you have to really look and like think about it. When you're having thoughts come into your mind and when certain people cross your mind, if you're getting mad and you're getting angry, then they're taking that energy from you. That's energy being pulled away from you. So you're going to have to acknowledge what's going on in that moment, and you're going to have to stop that. You're going to have to either cut it off at the head or like just sit down and have a conversation with whoever you think about. If you're no longer associated with that person, think to yourself, or like a long time ago an intuitive told me to do this. She said, think back to that moment where you met the person and go back and pretend like y'all never met. I mean, that didn't work for me, but it might work for somebody. You can do that, or you can what I like to do is I like to think about the situation and think about another way it could have went, you know, and I just leave it there. The rabbit, the lucky rabbit's foot. Rabbits' feet are very lucky. Rabbits like to burrow, you know, and then they like to come up, but they also like to steal from people. Do you have a rabbit in your life? Because now I'm thinking about Brer Rabbit and the shotgun. The rabbit just wanted to eat. But I think I'm about to say this story all wrong. Forgive me if I do, but I know I'm about to say it wrong. So if you watch me like, oh, that's wrong, I'm saying that it's wrong, and that's okay. But put in the comments below the correct story. So I think it was like the rabbit was going into the farmer's garden or whatever. He kept taking stuff, and then the farmer warned him not to come back or whatever, but he kept taking the carrots out. You know, he had to feed himself and his family, and I think the rabbit ended up getting shot. Something like that. That's a sad story, right? I don't even know why I brought that up. But the Celtics believe that rabbits can speak to the other side of the ancestors. So some of you, your ancestors are communicating with you extremely loudly. So when I say loudly, it could be like 2223333. A lot of times that shit is so confusing because it's like, okay, well, what are you trying to say to me? Could you please send me another sign? And then they go and send you 333, and it's like, Grandma, really? Auntie, really? Like, you know, you have to think about, be mindful of what you're thinking in that moment, what you're saying in that moment. I know what my signs are for me, so I know at certain points in time, even if I'm unsure, I'm thinking certain things, and the sureness, even when it's like someone else communicating to me, I'm gonna see my sign go past me in that moment. Just be mindful of the thoughts that aren't yours. So that means like sometimes you'll be sitting down and you'll have a thought come to your mind, or you'll get a certain urge to do something, or you'll say, okay, I don't feel like doing this right now, or I'm gonna do this, and then you get another thought in your mind, well, try this instead, or whatever. So like the other day, I was getting ready to just like go to bed, just put on some clothes, and then they was like, oh, just take a shower and da-da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, that makes more sense. So that's what I did. That thought wasn't my own. I know y'all probably judging me right now, but that's okay. So it's just like, my ancestors just told me, like, you know, just get in the shower, whatever. Sometimes you think a thought is yours and it's not. Sometimes it's your ancestors communicating to you. Sometimes it's a lower vibrational energy communicating to you. So that's why I'm saying to be mindful at your thoughts, because you are getting a lot of messages from the other side. The other side. Green. Wasn't I talking about green earlier? Back to your heart chakra. Back to, I was about to say throat too. So a lot of you need to start speaking up. Be mindful of what you say and how you say it, because you don't know what a person is going through or whatever. And even if you are going through something too, you could still convey it in a stern yet loving way. So that's what I have for my love. Alright, here's the tarot. Ancestors, spirit guides, what do we have right now? Ooh, the King of Wands. It's time to go forth and be passionate. Stand in your power. Look good doing it. Feel good doing it. Be happy doing it. Be present doing it. Get that shit done. Be passionate. Not passionate. You see John? Scarecrows ain't supposed to move. How he moving? moving. But he moving though. He's moving though. He moved on. I saw that. He was moving or whatever. He was like damn, okay, Corp. Alright, Spirit. Y'all be doing the most, but it's okay. That's so funny. Alright, so with this passionate energy, you gotta stop being in and out about your passion. If you're passionate about it, stick with it. 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 If you want something to grow, whether it be your love life, whether it be your career, whether it be your journey, whether it be your relationship, whether it be your mind, you have to stick with it. That means giving yourself a routine. That means giving yourself, like, believing yourself. Because now, believe in yourself. Ooh, yeah, as I believe in you. That's from The Wiz, if you don't know. Anyway, so that's what I'm talking about or whatever. You have to, like, believe in yourself or whatever. And then you're gonna be good, because Spirit is calling judgment on that ass. You are being watched, whether you know it or not. And Spirit is like, do we upgrade you? And you might not just be being watched by Spirit. You might be being watched by other entities. Maybe it could be TV personalities. Maybe it could be people that want to hire you. Maybe it could be potential clients. Maybe it could be people that seek an inspiration for you, your children. You just don't know who's watching you. The past. You go back to the past. Things that make you happy as a child. Things that made you happy as a child. Your shadow self. It helps you. It helps you. Take a rest when necessary. So, meaning, don't be in and out. Be consistent, but don't kill yourself while you're doing it. So, it's like, okay, like me with YouTube. Okay, I'm deciding to be consistent now. Alright, so I'm gonna post every day. Y'all gonna see something from me every day. You're gonna see my face. You're gonna get tired of this. Anyway, consistency with that. When I was a little girl, I always wanted to be an obeah woman. Always. And I always knew shit about people. I was always telling people stuff. How you know that? How you know that? Oh, no, you so smart. Wait, who told you that? People telling you my business. And I'll be like, all my life. Been grinding all my life, right? So, with that being said,